Welcome back. It's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a special guest today. His name is Barry Livingston. You know him from so many television series, so many movies, but he was a child actor on My Three Sons. He was America's first beloved nerd before it was cool to be a nerd. And he wrote this book, The Importance of Being Ernie. Great play on words. How was it being America's first nerd before it was cool being a nerd?
It was difficult, you know, because being a nerd was something not as cool as it is today.
Exactly.
You know, the nerds
Geek
have
chic.
taken over.
They have.
You know, with Zuckerman and Bill Gates.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I was that, because I was famous.
Right.
Being a nerd, being famous on television.
Exactly.
And I would go back to public schools where some
That's
of the
rough.
difficulties would begin because you were, you know, you were fair game.
But what's pretty remarkable about you is we know, I mean, the landscape is littered with child actors who have just fallen apart when they hit adulthood. Before our very eyes, Lindsay Lohan is crumbling right now. You, sir, did not crumble. And, you know, you go to IMDb and your list of credits, it just goes on and on and on. What went right for you?
You know, there was a time after My Three Sons that was difficult. I mean, it wasn't just this smooth transition into an adult career. That's what I tried to deal with in the book, is talk about what it took to write my career and not let the rejection get me down. I even when I was a kid, it probably went back to being at high school where I just wasn't really comfortable being a celebrity. I wanted to be an actor. And
well, that's
so
interesting. So many folks want the reverse. They want to be celebrities but not actors. They just want the fame.
Yeah, no, I think that's the part that when that disappears, if you're not grounded in something solid, in a career or skills that you've acquired, you're going to hit a real big dip in the road.
I have to harken back to your book because you have some just delicious anecdotes about what it was like being a child star. And we know well that from the I Love Lucy days, Fred and Ethel Mertz, they didn't like each other on television and they didn't like each other in real life either. Vivian Vance, William Frawley, not such good friends.
No.
And when you were doing My Three Sons, Vivian was doing a second incarnation of I Love Lucy. And of course, William Frawley was on My Three Sons.
Yeah.
So he enlisted you to pull pranks on Vivian Vance. Poor Vivian.
Well, you know, poor Vivian, yeah, because we were enlisted in Frawley's little army.
Right.
You know, we were like the spies that he. Bill always had a prank that he'd want to pull on Vivian, you know, once a month. And our sound stages, Three Sons was stage 11.
Was it a loving prank or a mean prank?
I think it was.
Or both.
I think it was more borderline mean.
Oh, okay.
But we would accumulate film cans, these big circular round metal cans, and Bill would say, "Today's the day." You know, we'd go and he'd hold open the door to their sound stage and listen for her voice, and he'd hear her in there doing a scene, rehearsing. He goes, "Okay, throw them," and we'd have these cans. We go. Fly them in like frisbees, and when they hit, you know, it's like a bomb going off.
Did you hear her just scream like there was no tomorrow?
You'd hear, bing, bing, cut. And, you know,
did they know it was you and Bill and your brother and the whole gang?
No, I'm sure they did.
They never knew?
No, because we were wasting film like crazy.
Of course,
so,
of course.
There was no security cameras in those days.
Of course not.
Nobody caught the criminals, you know, doing our deed.
So what do you think about the Hollywood landscape today? I mean, you look back to My Three Sons, and then you look at today, Mad Men and Suburgatory, and I mean, it's a different landscape. Better, worse, same?
You know, it's different. I mean, I don't know if it's better or worse. That My Three Sons has been, you know, was a great show.
Still on the air.
It's still on the air.
Somewhere in the world. It's probably on at this moment.
It'd be interesting to see how many of the shows today, 50 years from now, people are still interested in them. But it's the content. You know, the content is so much more brazen, a little edgier.
Rich.
We were pretty soft in our, but they were well constructed shows, pure entertainment. You know, little family problems that were solved by Dad.
Congratulations on your success. I can't wait to read this book. It's called The Importance of Being Ernie. My name is Brad Pomerance. Thank you for joining us. Back to HL.
Bravo 2, this is Ripper 19. We're being cut to pieces. We got tanks in the wire and we're bingo on ammo. We need immediate backup. Where the heck are you?
Got a hold up, Ripper. My mom's streaming a cheesecake demo and my sister's redesigning her blog again. You're gonna have to hang tight till they log off. Sorry, dude.
Over.
Don't let your family hold you back. With Charter Internet, you get faster speeds with more bandwidth, so everyone can do what they want, when they want.